Gosh, it annoys me. What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed for the final of the Classic Club races. We are going to be doing the European Rally today. It is a long one. It's going to be 6 races. I think this is our longest one yet. I don't think we've had a 6-race tournament. And being a rally, we don't get any money until the conclusion, but it is a $100,000 prize fund. So we do have to be a little bit patient, be a little bit careful, make sure we get through this without damaging the car too bad because we only have 173 grand to spend on repairs. We shouldn't need anywhere near that, but it's just something to keep in mind. 6 races is plenty. We don't have to win them all. We just got to kind of survive, get through, have a couple good results to put some time on our competitors, and we should be okay. But the description, I started reading it last time, figured we'd read it now. Time to race through the roads of Europe in this extended rally event that is open to all classic era cars. The key to victory is being the driver with the lowest total accumulated time. In rally events, race wings will not be paid out until the final checkpoint, so watch your damage. We had a discussion about what I might want to drive 2 episodes ago in a previous rally. I think it was a previous rally. We drove a 550. Last time out, we did the pre-1970s 911 tournament, and we drove this 911S Targa that needed a whole bunch of upgrades. I'm not sure which I want to drive. I don't even know what parts you can get on this, to be honest with you. I figured if we're going to be using this more often, we should at least consider driving it, but I don't know. Does it already come with high performance exhaust and slicks and stuff? I'll have to look at that. That's a good question. I'm trying to think if we're not competitive, can we go any faster? But it already comes with all the racing stuff because it's a race car. So we're just going to roll with the 550. If we're not competitive, we already know that the 911S Targa is very fast, but we'll use that as a in case of emergency if these don't go well. So either way, we will start out with the 550. We'll jump right into it today. 6 races starting at Côte d'Azur. Should be a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying playing this. I hope you are too. If you're enjoying it, make sure you drop that like and sub down below. We still got plenty of tournaments. We're probably not even halfway through this career mode, so still plenty of time to enjoy it, but let's get to it here. We got to try to get towards the front, run well. Looks like the only other 550 might be Amazon ahead. Everybody else is going to be in some form of 911 or maybe even a 356, but we'll see how that all works out here. It looks like they're going to get very, very clustered here. Try to sneak up the inside. We do. A little bit of contact there with Leadfoot. We go way out of shape there. We're still good, still alive, not dead. Looks like Amazon might have died behind us somewhere. So yeah, the key rally event, as we saw in the other rally events, get through this, get to the end, get a decent time on the board here in the first race. We should be able to get to third here pretty straightforward against Leadfoot based on how this is going, it looks like. We are going to brake for this since we very severely damaged the car last time. Nope, we're going to be okay. We're going to pretend like this never happened. Okay, so I need to remember how to play this. I need to remember how to drive. I need to stop being a yabo. But again, it's 4 grand, whatever. We have to repair the car, $1,000 bucks, so it's really 5 grand that we wasted. All right, none of that ever happened. You saw nothing. We're starting again because I don't want to be a complete pleb. Don't need to be too aggressive, don't need to get it all at once. I got to get my brain back in mode. There's our beautiful man with his flat top haircut that my brother loves so much. Alright, we just got to get through this, Justin. You don't need to do anything too special here. Don't need to be the world champion immediately. So long way to go, long race, long 6 races in fact. So let's just take it easy here, be nice and chill, be nice and smooth. It's a little better. It did just touch the wall ever so slightly, but that's alright. We'll get to the inside of Amazon here. Again, the 911s are probably going to be faster in a straight line, but we should pretty straightforward easily have the handling advantage over almost all of them, I would assume. We are up to third now, so much better start. Can be a little smoother. Again, key not damaging the car over this big jump here, because this jump does like to eat race cars for breakfast, so. Big break there. We damaged the car anyways, because this jump is stupid. Drives me nuts. But we're in a much better spot, thankfully. We didn't damage anything that's going to prevent us from making time. Car still drives straight, so that's good. Tightest circuit on, or excuse me, tightest corners on the track at this part here, so. Paris struggling a lot up ahead of us. Dylan has gotten away quite a bit, but not insurmountably. Paris almost spun out and died there. That was very interesting. We do have a nice momentum run here. We'll get to driver's left. Try to sneak around the outside, can't do it, but we'll sneak down into the boardwalky area bit here. That seems to be a little bit of an advantage in this direction, less so the other direction for whatever reason. But we made it, we're through there, we're up to second place. We're not too terribly far behind Dylan, so from starting in the back this first event here, not too bad. If we can stay within kind of this 5 seconds here, even if we don't win, that's okay. That's a good start to the championship tournament event, whatever you want to call it, good start. So We can still see him up there. I'd like to close down a little bit if we can. These twisty bits should help us. Obviously, we're going to have the handling advantage. As we saw last time out in the 550, they'll have a little bit of a straight line speed advantage, but we're not too terribly far off. I just got to remember how to drive. I'm driving awfully right now. Been doing some other iRacing stuff. In the meantime, you won't see this for quite a while, but doing some iRacing stuff, and it's totally made me forget how to drive on essentially a game with the arrow keys. So just gotta reprogram the brain a little bit. That's okay, we're alright. This is actually probably gonna be one of the harder tracks for us here in the 550. There are a lot of straights around here, a lot of high speed sections. We should still be okay starting more towards the front, not having as much traffic to deal with. And like I said, we did close down here quite nicely to this point. We're just a couple seconds back, which is just fine for the first event of 6. So really looking forward to this. This is one of the more fun events just because it's longer. Nice little twist in things with the rally format. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it as well and enjoy this series of races today. So it looks like we're going to finish about 2 or 3 seconds back. Not too bad here in the first event. Try to maximize the speed we carry, maximize momentum. Shortest distance to the start-finish line, right about just over 2 seconds, 2.03. So not too bad. We did damage the car again on the jump, which is okay. We'll just repair that, not a problem, but at least we got the first race in the book. We did place second, but that's okay. So just about 2, like I said, 2 seconds there. Pretty good lap time, actually. And we should be able to build on that. I think that's a good start, good solid start. Normandy should be a track that benefits us especially. I don't know which direction we're going, but we'll see here shortly. Looks like we're starting towards the finish. This is the reverse. This should actually benefit us quite a lot if we can get through this first section here. Is pretty fast, but we should still be okay. We accelerate quite well usually in this car compared to how we normally are, at least. So yeah, the twisty bit should be pretty good for us here, especially around the middle of the circuit. That should benefit us quite a lot. Good run down the hill. We're staying right with Dylan. Of course, we have 2 seconds to make up, so we can't just, be a nose in front of him. That doesn't help us very much, but every little bit of gain is going to be positive. He just needs one mistake, as we've seen here. He's made many times over the jump at Normandy here that he can lose some time. But we just got to try to stay close, try to maximize everything we can get if we can get in front of him. 911s look to be very strong here early, but I knew they would be around the first part of the circuit. We got to try to make up time here in this twisty bit coming up. Or we can hit the wall for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Nice job, Justin. Did damage the car a little bit, I can feel. We're still doing okay, though. And again, it's the middle section of this track that's going to really benefit us with our handling. Got through there decently well. Not perfect, but decently well. We're still right on top of them. It's tricky because in a format like this, it's good that it's a rally because we don't have to, if we beat them here, we're not even. We potentially can go quite a bit ahead here just based on time. But it also is so frustrating to know that you're behind and it's just margins of fractions of a second. So every single corner counts instead of just your overall finish. But we do get ahead here. He's going to jump and go crazy over there. He can be my guest. He's going to go flying off to the left. That's what I was worried about for him, but he does get reset, so that'll be a not huge time loss for him. He at least got going the right direction again, but it does cost him some time, and again, these twisty corners coming up here, the next sector, should benefit us quite a bit. So hopefully this will be enough to get us ahead. We should be able to beat him if we don't make any mistakes by more than 2 seconds, which would be awesome. Let's start from the front in race number 3. I don't even remember where it is. Doesn't really matter. Oh, big air there. A little more air. Probably a little more air over this crest also. We're in good shape, though. We're doing all right. Dylan and Paris are on top of each other so far. There we go. Good section for us here. Keep the car flat, level. Need a little bit of a brake drag there. A little bit of a brake here to make sure we get into the short bit here. We do. Awesome. Perfect, actually. That was pretty good. And a couple more twisty corners to end out the lap. Or circuit, I guess. Route. Point to point. Whatever you call this. It's not a lap because it's this point to point race, but the track. just 2 more corners after this big long sweeping right-hander. We'll go back to the left here with the little open view on the right, and then we'll come back to the right to the finish line. There we go. A little bit understeer, but we'll just throttle up, aim for that left edge of the finish line. We get there, should be able to win by about 9 or 10 seconds, it looks like. Yeah, just about 9.5 seconds, so that'll give us about a 7.5 second lead overall in the rally. I am indeed, yep, just not quite 8 seconds. Pretty good race there, pretty successful. A little bit of damage again picked up, but that's not the end of the world. Race 3, Pyrenees. And then we'll have Schwarzwald, Corsica, and then we'll end at Zone Industrial, which could be a big race for us depending on how it goes. Obviously, it's one of my favorite tracks, so that could be hopefully something that will benefit us. Pyrenees is tricky. It is Pyrenees reverse. We're going to struggle again. First sector here. There's a lot of wide open areas here in fast corners. They may be faster than us through this. We'll see. But we've had issues here in the past with very fast cars, so hopefully we'll be able to hang on, stay close to them. And this circuit again gets a little more twisty, but we'll do our best here. Make sure we force him offline if he's going to come past. Oh, he almost absolutely screwed it there. That was typical Dylan, very fast, makes some mistakes. We're in good shape though. There we go. It's a pretty good sector there, honestly. We're gonna make up some time here up the hill on us. Just more power, that's as simple as that. Threading the needle through some of these scenery bits and tricky corners. They're going to use their power advantage to get away a little bit here at this point. Just got to try to stay close. There's still a lot of corners to go, and we do have that 7-second buffer now in the time. So still don't need to win everything, but we got to try to make up time where we can, stay close. If we can win this one, that'll be good. Add more time on our favor to the bank. But if we're not going to win, we got to stay close. Still can't afford any mistakes or anything like that. So there we go. Big long sweeping corner really helps us there. Close down nicely right on the back bumper. Try to go to the left, peek out. Nothing really doing there. Again, not really anywhere to go, but we're right on top of them, which is good, I guess. Middle sector very much benefiting us in our handling. There's a gap. Flip through it. We actually both smashed the fence there. We made a little bit of contact. Hurt my right front also. Don't think it was quite as badly as his, but I actually hit a signpost there. Oh, we're going to make a little more contact. So we're going at it here. It's definitely a full-fledged fight now. He's going to get away against straight bit. Not a lot I can do about that. Unfortunate, we made a little more contact, more damage picked up. Not sure if we'll 100% be able to get back past him here. Depends on what he wants to do. He's going to take the long route. It'll probably help him with his top speed. Trying to stay close. Oh, a little bit understeer there. Don't think we're going to be able to pass him, but we can definitely stay close here. It's going to be close. I might as well just send a dive here. Why not? Oh, a little bit of contact there. We're not going to save it. We're going to spin out, but we do get across the line just about 1 second behind. So gave it a shot. Big dive bomb in the last corner. It didn't quite stick and work out. We lost about a second. Picked up more damage. But I had to try it. Knew there was an opportunity there. Not the smoothest race by me. Not the best. But still the overall leader by just about 6.5 seconds. We'll get the car fixed. Spend some money on damage. Probably a pretty hefty damage bill. Yeah, we did it pretty good there on that one. Schwarzwald, very important to start up front. This is a very technical track, not one of my best tracks, probably my worst track actually. But that's okay. Don't know which direction it is just by sight. Looks like we're starting in the reverse end, so twisty village bit early on, that's okay. This track, very technical, very twisty, but of course there are still some straight bits that we're gonna lose out on. Hopefully we can get through this and survive. What did I say, about 6.5 second advantage we had now, so. We're just gonna get run into, why not? What could go wrong? Again, we're going to get run into there, this time by Paris. Not sure what they're up to. Paris going to go for a big slide and spin there. Not ideal for him. Alright, well, not the best start I've ever had to a race, but that's okay. Make up some decent time on them. We're going to slide and spin all over the place, but we're going to get through it. Come out of this section with the lead, at least. Back into the twisty forest bit. A lot of tricky corners. Like that. Oh, big snap there. He got away with it somewhat. Just a big wall hit. Dylan looks like had an issue himself there. He spun out, so we're all struggling here. Very technical, very difficult course, especially when you're pushing at maximum attack. Again, when every second counts, you have to push. It's not like, oh, we're in the lead or we're in second, we have a nice gap. You have to push because every second counts. So sometimes it bites you and burns you. Dylan's sliding around a lot behind us. Not sure how bad his damage is, if at all. We have some somewhat significant damage. Hopefully it won't hurt us too badly. Here comes our split road bit, and a couple more corners here. The shortcut will be off to the left if you want to think of it like that. Shortcut, not really, but alternate path, I guess. That's what we will aim for. Again, should benefit our car. Dylan's right on top of us, just a huge straight speed advantage. I got that wrong, but that's okay. Get off the wall, dummy. He's going to take our direction, or our direction here, our angle, so that's okay. Again, we're right on top of him here. Oh, we get taken out there by him. Not intentional, just how it goes. He's trying to stay close and forced him into a mistake, and we just bounced off him. And lighter car with the steering angle I had, we end up losing out. So now we're in a position where we're really struggling. Oh, that's a tighter corner. I always fuck that up. It's a tighter corner than I remember it. So a lot of damage now. We still got like a third of the lap to go. Gotta try to get all the time we can out of this, because now we're going to be again on the back foot once again heading to Corsica. We have some pretty serious damage at this point. This is difficult here because we are going to lose out on time through this next section. This is all fast section, fast corners, wide open stuff. Not trying to touch Paris, but it's just ending up that way. So yeah, we're going to be losing time all the way down this long straight. Losing time in the last sector. It's a very fast sector. Not ideal by any means, not my best driving. Unfortunate that we came together, made contact. Overdrove that big time for the damage we have, especially. So we're going to end up probably somewhere in the range of 5 to 6 seconds behind after this, if not more. Trying the hustles, trying to stay close as we can. Easier said than done, that's not going to help any. More big front end damage, big time losses, but we got to keep hustling if we can. Puts us on the back foot for sure with 2 races to go. Yeah, big time losses, 351. Our 6.5 second margin's gone, and we're going to lose more than that. Let's not fly off into the freaking cliffside there, Justin. That would be not smart, not smooth. Get there as fast as we possibly can. We lose 16 seconds, which means we're going to be down about 10. And flip for good measure. That sounds about right for how this race went. Lots of damage. That was a tricky one. I'm not good at Schwarzwald. I don't like it, and that's unfortunate. Lost a good amount of time, so we're down just under 10 seconds now heading into Corsica. That's going to be tough to make up, honestly. With 2 races, we're going to need a big time event here. We're going to need one of these to be like a 6 or 7 second gain, because you can't count on him making big mistakes or anything. So 10 seconds is a lot to make up. Corsica could happen. S-curves are right at the beginning. Oh, the world is not existing. Hopefully it loads in. There we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
So again, Twisty Bit's going to have to come in clutch for us here at the start. We have to try to get by him and pull away. Again, a lot of long straights here also, but there are a lot of twisty sections. That could come in clutch for us. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. We're going to need some gains. Get ahead, that's good for the first S. Didn't die, that's also good. Alright, a little bit of gap now. Just gotta keep doing our thing, use our strength. I think I've let us down as much as anything in this. I think that my driving has been poor. Kind of circumstances both ways, but I think my driving has been the main catalyst as to why this hasn't gone so hot. So, curious, if we don't win and we have to do it over again and you're here for another 30 minutes or whatever, should we drive the 911? That's the question. I'll have to think about that depending on how this shakes out, how much time we gain or lose in these last two as kind of a measure. And then we'll have to just wait and see. See, right now, just 2 seconds back. That's not enough, obviously. It's a good margin to have, good amount of time gain, but when you're 10 back with 2 to go, you need more than that. So I think maybe the 911 with the straight line speed would have been a smarter move, especially coming from behind, but who knows. Oh, big wall hit there, just understeered out. I don't think it's going to happen today, folks. We're going to have to just play it by ear. We got to finish this out so we get some prize money so we can afford to fix whatever we wreck up in the next one. So, oh, he does go for a big spin there, though, and he is going to have to take the other route, I think. So, who knows? He does get reset onto this route, unfortunately, but it is some gap. Makes it interesting. We need to maximize these last couple of corners and get ahead. If we can make up 7 or 8 seconds, that could be key. It'd be very tight, though. Looks like he's about 8 seconds back right now. So it is going to come down to zone industrial. We got fortunate there that he had a big slide and spin. He's still struggling with Paris there, it looks like. They're battling each other in traffic. Or they're the traffic, I suppose. There is no traffic, but they're still close. We have to just keep going for it. Throw a little bit of caution to the wind here. And we'll see what the time says. We're coming up to the finish line. There it is. See if we can make up about 8 seconds. If we can, we have a shot. Yeah, just over 8 seconds, so it's going to come right down to the last race here. We got about 2 seconds to gain. 2 seconds to find. 1.5 seconds is the difference here with 1 race to go. So we're going to start from behind at Zone Industrial. It's my favorite track. I don't know if it's my best track. I really don't know if it's like that, but it's my favorite track. We're going to have one shot. We got to beat him by 1.5 seconds. Looks like we are starting. I don't know which ends which on this track especially, but looks like we're starting at the tail, which is fine. All right, we got to go find 1.5 seconds. Can we do it? Number 07 car in our sights. Definitely a lot of straights here, but this will still benefit my nimble car, I think. I think that that's preferred for a track like this. He should jump into the shortcut here with us. He does indeed. They are going to brake at the end of the shortcut coming up, rejoining, which is good for us. Give us track position. You see there, it's about 110. They really start to pull away for sure. There's the braking that I was talking about. We'll sneak to the right, get past. All right, we got to make no mistakes. We know if he does not take the back end shortcut, whatever that I like with us, he will lose some time, but we got to make no mistakes here. Because we got to get to the end. Obviously, we can't afford to damage the car or crash the car especially. All right. If I'm not chatty during this, it's because I really am trying to focus. I don't want to have to do all these again for you. I'd like this to just be it, but... Oh, Justin, what did I get myself into? So he's definitely closed us down here, but we knew that was probably going to happen. There we go, good section there. Again, hopefully this doesn't damage the car over these jumps, but we can't really afford to lift and hope for the best. We have to just go. No damage on that one. No damage on that one, thankfully. He does gain some time down the long straight again, but we're going to jump into our shorter section here. Coming up right around this little bend here. And they're a little bit hot, but we got turned. So we know this is a shorter, faster section. We just got to nail it. Can't afford any mistakes or slides. We've had issues coming this direction before. I can't remember what car that was in, but we have had a crash here in this direction before. But again, I have to push it here. I have to really go for it. Just as deep as I dare there for the turn-in point. Absolutely maximum attack. May pay an invoice for it, but we have to try. We have to attack, like I said a million times. So can't really afford to not go fast, basically. All right, got through there good. We'll rejoin here, the normal track in one more corner. Not sure what our gap is going to be like. Hopefully it's more than 2.5 seconds. It appears to be so far. Not a lot of track left. We're actually pretty close to the end here. It looks like we have a decent gap. They must be really slow through the other section today, in these cars at least. It's not a huge gap. We don't need a huge gap though. It looks like we have enough gap right now to get it done. We just gotta get through these last 3 or 4 corners without dying. So looks like shortway may be the key to victory and really come in clutch for us after I drove absolutely awfully during this entire championship. Little brake there to make sure the thing stays on the ground. Finish line ahead. Should be more than 2.5 seconds, but we'll wait for the official confirmation. 3:08 dead is our time. 12 seconds. Okay, so we did it by 10 seconds, just. That was way closer than I wanted it to be, way closer than it should have been, way closer than it needed to be. Just sloppy driving by me. But we did it. 100 grand in our pocket. We did it, thank goodness. Just about 10.64 or 66 seconds, excuse me. Another 30 back to Paris, another 2 minutes after that back to Leadfoot. Not the cleanest driving, not the best driving by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we did it. So that is the Classic Club Races complete. European Rally is done, thank goodness. We'll go double check that we don't have any damage. We shouldn't. Still not convinced that was the correct car choice, but we will roll with it regardless. But make sure you drop that like, sub down below. That was one heck of an exciting one. I don't know if I can match that next time out, but next time out we will be on to the Golden Club Races. We'll start with the 914 open world tournament, whatever. We'll see how it goes. Corsica, our first race at Alps, which will be very exciting. I can't wait for that. I love the Alps course. It's tricky. And then unfortunately we have to go to Schwarzwald, but hopefully by then we'll be in the points leader, time leader, whatever. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It looks like it's a tournament, so that means it's not a rally. So we do get points and payouts for every race, which is good. There are 6 of these in the Golden Club era, and we'll check that out next time out and decide which car we want to drive. Has to be a 914. Keep that in mind. But again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below. Means the world to me. Excuse me. Really appreciate all the love and support. And next time out, we'll go back to the very slow cars. So that's gonna be it. Till next time, as always. All right, bye.